One of the very first experiences you've got to make sure you have here on Norfolk Island is this one. Now, I've been into some pretty amazing art galleries and also museums around the world in my travels with this show, but this one is very important if you want to get a true understanding of Norfolk Island. This is the Cyclorama of Christian Fletcher's Mutiny. It's something every visitor to Norfolk Island needs to start their visit to this beautiful place with. An outstanding attraction and Tourism Awards winner, this stunning 360-degree panoramic artwork has been impressing visitors to Norfolk Island with its wow factor and realistic 3D effects since it opened back in 2002. It was 1789 and the HMS Bounty was bound from Tahiti to the West Indies with a load of breadfruit trees. They were going to provide food in the future for the slaves in the West Indies. However, 24 days into the journey, well, the ship's captain was overthrown in a mutiny that became world famous. Fletcher Christian, his first mate, had taken over. Now, the mutineers eventually sailed to Pitcairn Island, where they destroyed the boat and set up a colony. The next generation from that colony were the ones that were moved here to Norfolk Island. Born right here on Norfolk Island and a descendant from the Bounty mutineer Matthew Quintal, Tracy Yeager was one of the key artists behind this project, and I'm lucky enough to have her showing me around Cyclorama today. So tell me, exactly what is a cyclorama?
Well, a cyclorama is a painting on the inside of a 360-degree circular wall.
This one here is pretty special because it tells a very important story. It's the story of the Bounty, right?
Yes, it starts from when Bounty is leaving England, and the final scene in our story is the Pitcairners arriving on Norfolk Island. So the whole idea of this painting was to explain in a really nice, interesting way, in a way that takes people on a journey of how the Norfolk Island people came to be here.
This incredibly lifelike artwork is like nothing I've ever seen before, and part of the experience is a holistic soundscape that accompanies the journey. Tracy, it's an incredible accomplishment. How many people were involved in pulling it all together?
3 of us all up, but two of us did the bulk of the work. So Sue Draper and myself did the bulk of the painting, all the designing of it, and spent a long time doing it. And then we brought Glenn Doran in for a month. Glenn's a portrait specialist, and so we got her to work on the figures and the faces of the important characters from the story. For the whole painting, we wanted it to be as accurate as possible. So, for instance, in the scene where the Pitcairners are arriving on Norfolk, we actually used photographs from that time, or if not, just 1 or 2 generations later, so that we would really get the look of what those people looked like in that day.
How long did it take to pull it all together?
We spent 16 months actually in here doing the painting. The whole project was more than 2 years. Obviously, a lot of planning, research involved, and then putting it all together at the end. So, yeah, a long time.
It's an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, I thoroughly recommend that you get in and check out Cyclorama. It's a wonderful way to get an understanding of the descendants and obviously the history of this amazing story. It really is a remarkable piece of artwork. And speaking of art, whilst you're here, check out the gallery. There are so many different pieces here from artisans from all over the island, which means that you could take back a unique piece of Norfolk Island to remind you of this special place forever.